I go walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I go walking after midnight, searching for you. Hey, Mirage of Hope. Hey, Anna. Hey, user 73972630967. Holy cow. Josh, poet of Lost Words. Cal. 2 Queen Bee. Hey, how's it going? Oh my goodness, we have plenty of new friends. I love your TikToks. Thank you, 2 Queen Bee. Hey, McGruder Grinder. How's it going? Hi, Mirage of Hope. Hello, Dark Matter Blue. From Ireland. Oh, goodness gracious. Purple Soda Pops. How's it going? How's everybody doing on this lovely Wednesday evening? The Ides of March. We have reached it. The Ides of March. And Kel is starting us off with a lovely for the evening. Hello from your bed in England. Hello to your bed in England. There we are. Good evening to your bed in England. Ginny. Ginny? Ginny. Yes. Hello, Bonnie Scotland. Wednesday night here in Northern Ireland. Yeah, Wednesday night here too, but for you, much, much later. Pretty decent here in Michigan. We're rocking a whole 55 degrees out here, so, you know, it is something else. I should be in shorts and a t-shirt. Just, woo, you know. Hey, kids, tell Beastkin I said hi. 61 here in Kentucky. Oh my God, I'm going to Kentucky. Cheese, Louise, and cheddar cheese. Hi, Andy. How's it going? I've always gone my neck. Get out of there. Good golly. Yeah, it's a little windy here too. Every so often you'll hear it. I'm sure you'll hear the wind chimes too. It's in the 50s. It's not too bad. It's more the wind that's chilly than anything else. Oh, I'll get boops from nose. I'll get boops from nose oppa soon enough. Won't I, buddy? What? He's standing there like I'm not talking to you. He's being the goofy teenager that he is. 60 degrees in Georgia. Why goodness. Pirate Queenie gets a. I am not in a city. I am at the crossroads of 3 states. It's great. State of confusion, a state of disruption, a state of chaos. Why, thank you, Daddy's little monster. That's very kind of you. Saw your first robin today. Well, goodness gracious. Yeah, it is kind of... There's those moments lost in the forest. Listen. Thank you, Kel. That was very sweet of you. Listen, Sonia. She just doesn't... Where would you like me to start filming? I'm going to have to start renting out a ballroom in order to keep Sonia interested. Lightning hands. Very useful this day and age. You imagine if I could sell electricity? Oh, man, I'd clean up. I don't think I'm in a state of denial. Should I be? Oh, goodness. Good evening, Riverside Mama. How are we doing tonight? Actually, so we got snow, and then it turned into rain mid-evening, and it washed everything out. So I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, I guess this is the weather then. I am now. Blue lost. What is this? Rach. Blue lost. I look tired. Thought on the Ant-Man movie. I think it was a great movie so long as you had all of the background information you needed. I know that it got lost in a lot of it got lost in translation for a lot of reviewers, but for the most part, I thought it was enjoyable. Paige gets a... I'm feeling okay. Yeah, no, it was suggested that I look tired. I might look tired. Maybe it's just the orange lighting. I don't know. Let's see if we can change this and make me look better. Pardon me while I play with magical light in order to see if it works better. Ooh, I am very red now. Ooh, this is very complimentary. Don't you think? It's a good look for me. Wow. Nope. Oh, what the heck is... Can you even see me with this? Ooh. And then we switch over to here. This is the natural... I think this is the natural lighting. Do I look a little red? I do. That's weird. Huh. This is very purple. I don't think it's supposed to be purple. Blueberry bear. Love it. Jim gets a for the evening. Very lovely indeed. Because I wanted to be outside, because the only spaces I have inside right now are very cramped and very small, and I'm like, spent too much time in a sound booth today. So I decided to go outside and just breathe the air and let the... Hey, come here. Come here. You dork. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. It's claiming the live is paused. That's weird. Is the live paused? Is the live paused? Bear Cave 2.0 is coming along. Oh, can we say hi? Can we say hi? Yeah, they're worried. They're worried about you. He is. He's being an absolute dork. He's wandering out into like parts of the yard that he knows he shouldn't be in, just because he's mad at me because he had to go on a diet. Yeah, he had to go on a diet. Not good. But, it is what it is, right? Oh my goodness. But it's okay, because here we are. We're all together, and the dog's doing fine. Hey, you were not eating. Oh, trust me. He was overweight. Yeah, he was actually starting to have hip issues. Not great, especially for a dog his age, he's very young. So, my week has been going kind of good. I'm kind of in this weird, anxious place because I've got I'm doing a lot. I've done a lot of things for a lot of companies, and now I'm just waiting and seeing. You know what I mean? I'm just basically just in a holding pattern, waiting for people to tell me whether or not they like my work and want me to work for them. So, you know what it is. It's kind of that in-betweeny space. The in-betweeny space. Kel's like, can I help with anxiousness? As anyone who knows my my Patreon or my Quinn, I do a lot of stress relieving, so I think I'll be okay. Seriously, dude, it's time to replace the serpentine belt. Drive over here, I can help you with it. That is such a squeaky belt. It's so bad. Can you guys hear that? It's so bad. It's so bad. I feel like, what's her name? From Legally Blonde. Oh gosh. I want a hot dog so bad. You know, that can't remember her name now. But anyway. Yes, nope, hate that sound. I know it is the worst, Miss Pixel. How many voices do I have? All of them. No, I don't really have. I think at last count it was like 18. Jennifer Coolidge, that's it. Thank you very much. It was Jennifer Coolidge. How could I forget her? Stifler's mom? I mean, come on. 17. Band and snap. Band and snap. Okay. Indications that I have seen that movie too many times. Oh. Cheers, my friends. What are you like when you get mad? I can't imagine you losing your cool. What did I think of Brendan Fraser's Oscar win? When I get mad, I get very quiet first, and then I get very loud and very gruff. It takes a lot to make me mad, though. Brendan Fraser's Oscar win was just charming and beautiful, and it was fantastic. I have not seen the Legally Blonde musical. I should stand up and do the band and snap. We'll plan that for a video. Now is not the time. Are you laying in the yard? Hey, do not chew on the Warhammer. Don't do... What are you doing? Hey, stop. That's not edible. Yes, we will save it for kilt. We'll save it for kilt weather. Get your butt over here. Come on. Dork. He is a freaking dork. Bend and snap in Orlando. I'm adding it to the list. Are we gonna do a bend and snap line? But I have to do the voice and snap. Bend and snap. Bend and snap. It's not the best impression, but I will take it. We're getting to that part of the day, guys. Love it. Yeah. A 4.5-pound chihuahua who would do everything in her power to eat a Warhammer. I don't doubt. Do you do impressions on the regular? I do voices any single time that it is required and people or people are taking themselves too seriously. That is what I do. That is how I roll. Is I will break out into voices whenever the situation calls for it. And sometimes when people are being way too stuffy-guffy, I break it out on the regular. So yeah. Not wearing socks would like to kneel for me. Delicious. Oh, hey there. Welcome to your Weather on a Force with Nick the Forge Bearer there. We seem to be having a low pressure system and decreasing clouds. High tonight's going to be a 41. Okay there. And we're going to see reduced cloud cover. It's going to be a nice, clear, mostly sunny day. For tomorrow, high's going to be around 73. What? It snowed less than 48. I don't get it. Hello, Mama Stella. How are you? Where USA? Here USA. There USA. Everywhere USA. Oh, does my German accent impress your children? Yeah? That is fantastic. 37 today in Kentucky, 61 tomorrow. Yeah, that makes sense. Why not? Hey, Nancy. Mother Nature is having a bipolar moment. Girl, you ain't kidding. Oh my God, dog. What are you sniffing? Well, thank you. See, that's part of the reason why I wanted to be out here, so you guys could get the visual. Like, it's the whole oeuvre. You know, it's the whole thing. I like to make sure that it's a feast for the senses, because Lord knows you don't come to look at the puss. My face. I meant my. You know what? Nope. I'm just gonna crawl inside of my hood. It's fine. We'll do the rest of the show this way. It's cool. Oh, don't hook the glasses. Jesus God. Woke up to 31, so we foggy is. Oh, yeah. Hello! No. My Mrs. Doubtfire is not great. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, but I didn't have to use the word puss. I think that might have been. I'm lucky that didn't kill me. We're going to do the rest of the show inside of my hoodie. Is everybody good with that? We'll just take the whole thing with me. It'll be fine. It'll be good. Oh, no. That sucks. Supposed to get new ink today, but your tattoo artist wrecked his truck? Blech. Will we all fit? Yes, Riverside Mama, we will, because you'll be in there. Listen, you guys, technically at this moment right now, all of you could fit into my pants. I just want to let you know that if I needed to, I'd put all of you in my pants right now. That's the true power of friendship. It's like the TARDIS is bigger on the inside. Girl. At least he's wearing pants this time. I had to. I was actually a little chilly. We all have a home in your pants. Aw, Kel, that's so touching. Are we ever getting part 3 of Thirsty Thursday Coffee Talk? Ooh, you'll see, Andy. You'd take the journey? At least my chest hair will keep you warm. No, I will keep you warm. It's like a puma on a titmouse. I'm gonna be really honest on that one. I'm a little lost on that comparison, but okay. Unboxing is happening. See, here's the thing. I picked up some more stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record that, and then I'm going to slap it on the back, and then I'm going to cut out the part that I have to cut out, and then I have to add a little bit on the end in order to apologize to somebody so they don't hunt me down and kill me. It wasn't Beat Saber. It was Blades and I want to say Sabers, but that's not it. What is the name of the stupid game? Anyway. Hey, Pumpkin Queen. How's it going? No, Dance Dance Revolution isn't on the Meta Quest. It's called the Meta Quest 2, and I played for everybody. Okay, for everybody who isn't on the Patreon or on the Quinn sites, Did I tell the... No, I did not tell the story. Why did I say on the Quinn site? I didn't tell the story on Quinn. This is an exclusive story to Patreon. So, my son got a... Why, thank you. Are you here, princess? Ha 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 ha. Pirate Queen gets a... Kel gets a good girl, doesn't she? What was I gonna say? So yeah, so no. Like, so yeah, so no. That's helpful. I have a son who owns a MetaQuest 2. I've never played it before. I played it for the first time on Saturday, and it was a game with swords and stuff, and I'm fighting like gladiators in an arena, and I'm swinging my arms like crazy, and apparently I spent like an hour and a half playing this game, and not only did I do that, but instead of using swords at one point, I was using terracotta clay jars to battle all of these gladiators in the arena. I did really well with the terracotta clay jars, and my son videotaped the entire thing because apparently he can stream it to his iPad. But not only can he stream it to his iPad, but he can stream it to the TV in the living room. So my mother and my daughter were sitting in the living room laughing their asses off as I'm like killing things with terracotta pots. Fun was had by all. Hikari gets a... No, it's just me, buddy. You jumped a little bit at that one. What is my favorite type of character to play in D&D? I am Tank. I am Meat Shield. Blue Rose gets a... Yes, the terracotta pots had turkeys on them, which I'm pretty sure is why they didn't break, is because they were both they were bound by evil magics. I don't play Diablo yet, but I'm interested in Diablo 4. I saw that they're running a beta right now, so I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it, actually, especially if it's going to be as open as they say. Favorite candy? I'm not big into sweets, but I do like dark chocolate. Oh, Kiz. Well, hold on. Mirage of Hope wants me to stick a leg in my mouth. Pirate Queenie thinks I need a superpower. It's super hip speed. Moving on. Kiz, such a naughty girl. And Stacy Licious, such a good one. Because Stacy Licious is a clever girl sneaking up on me when I least expect it. Pirate Queen, such a naughty girl. Stacy Licious gets a... As she gets on my knees. Gets on my knees? Ooh, that would be fun. We're going to leave it at that. Miss Pixel gets a... Dark chocolate. Well, here I am, baby. Melt in my mouth or not in my hand. What is the matter with me? Chocolate covered strawberries are where it's at. I had some dark chocolate covered orange slices this week. They were fantastic. Allie, such a clever girl. You did that last week too, tripping over your tongue. Do you ever go for massage therapy? I do, not as often as I should. I have a massage therapist around here who is an absolute godsend, who tells me I need to go more often, and I do. I try to get there at least once a month. I do. Allie, such a clever girl. Kel, the pie is very lovely, and I appreciate it, but I like cake better. Not saying a word. Dark chocolate covered pretzels are really good. I believe you, Allison. I just can't eat them anymore. Chocolate orange. Oh yeah, the ones you smash on the table. The chocolate oranges you smash on the table. I love it. Hikari, you got some cake for me. Ooh, and Kel's got some cake for me too, doesn't she? Delicious. Miss Nadia George, I have celiac disease, so I can't eat cake. But I love cake. Stacy Licious, such a good girl. Stacy Licious is a clever girl as well. Purple Soda has some cake for me to taste. And Stacy Licious would like a as I got on my knees for her. Yes, Terry's Chocolate Orange. That's it. Amanda, you did a duet? Oh, I'll check them out. Yeah, I don't normally get my... Is it hard to cook gluten-free? Kel, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't notice it all that much. Ali Nico gets a... Yes, Andy, I will repost it. Trust me, I will take care of it. Not tomorrow. It'll be posted on Friday. Oh, thank you, Aphrodite's Muse. Love from Miami. I'll be down in Orlando in less than a month. Your student was just caught vaping. Oh, sweet Jesus. What a pain. Allie gets a from me. So yeah, kind of nuts. Come to the PNW. We have a bakery that specializes in great cake without the gluten. Allie would like me on my knees. Oh, yeah. No, I straight up tested for celiac, so I understand. It's not, how you adapted to it, you find. KMVR. Wait, I don't have an accent for real? Ali Nika, such a good girl. What is what? What is what? What's what? Kid. Kizuri is such a good girl as well. Oh. Taji's not that bad, is it? Feeling a little blood pumping to the surface isn't ever a bad thing. Hikari, such a naughty girl. Yeah, you just adapt. It's easy enough. He does. I can hear it. It's adorable. I mean manly. I accept adorable as a compliment. I know. It's getting dark, so the trees are getting spooky out there. Don't worry, darlings. I'll keep you safe. Paige gets a... Oh, Kel, thank you. Love you lots, too. Bill Kitty gets a... Well, thank you. Love horror, nothing spooky here. That is true. Mirage of Hope has something hot for me to put on my tongue, and I thank you for it. I do like spicy. Adorable with +3 modifier. +3 modifier to stealth? Stealth is not my modifier. Stealth is never my modifier. Oh, hey there, Vermain! How's it going? You You guys got it a little colder than I do, I would imagine. I am the wolf in the forest, darling. That's why I'll keep you all safe. +3 to adorable checks. Ooh, thank you. My pirate queen would like me on my knees. Ambo Davis has something for me to lick up. Very generous of you. 50 Shades of Grey. That's a good comp. I'll take the compliment. Thank you very much. Did I rescue Grandma? I get there, and they have the outlet, and they have the replacement outlet, and I was going to have to rewire the outlet, and I'm like, I do not have time for this, guys. Don't you guys have a maintenance person? And they're like, yeah. I was like, the other thing is that if, I'm not like contracted to work here, so if I go in and start doing modifications to the site, they could be cited for issues. So yeah, I'm like, sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it. And they're like, oh well, you tried. I'm like, it's not really a matter of me trying so much as it's a matter of me just not being able to do things without endangering your workspace that oftentimes contains children, so Diamond Girl, thank you so much for the subscription. Pirate Queen, such a naughty girl. Make sure that if you were... Oh, you know what? I will post... Pirate Queen also gets a... And Purple Soda Pops. Such a naughty girl as well. I'm going to interact. I'm going to poll. There's a poll in progress. Oh, that poll's in progress. Just 1 second, please. Have you seen the Quinn and Patreon sites? Yes. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, I crammed it. Oh no! There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, a poll is in play. Let me see what I missed while I was gone. Let's see. Ambo, I gave the licked the pop for Ambo. Pirate Queenie got her growl. Purple Soda got her naughty girl. You don't have to end the poll. We can layer the polls. Holly Marie gets a... And Holly Marie is such a good girl. Fenris Wolf Girl needs a growl as well, eh? I love Andy. Andy's like, mods, Nick is touching stuff. I loved, Sandman was fantastic. Are you kidding? Stormy, such a naughty girl. Paige gets a... Well, Miss Pixel Pixie, I understand where you're coming from. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm raising awareness. I'm raising awareness. Stormy gets a... Am I not supposed to... You don't want me to... No. I'm getting mixed signals. Nikki would like me to say, pretty little plaything. Would anyone else like to hear that out of my mouth? No heart attacks, not allowed. I'm making sure that you have healthy cardiac response. Did you ask if you could lock me, sir? Question mark. What? I didn't lock you. Did I lock you? Wait, hold on. What? Stormy. What? You did not consent. I do have the most beautiful followers on TikTok. I do. They're all astoundingly attractive. I did my treadmill today. Like, listen, you need to slow down because I did the treadmill today. I don't need any more steps or high blood pressure. Thank you much. Ooh, good luck with the house hunting. He would probably get 50-50. Okay. I will cut you some slack, of course. Hikari is like, give him the consent. Good gravy boats. Soul. Hold on. Amber, Lauren. Amber. What do we have? What are we proud of you tonight for? Huh? What'd you do? Come on. Tell me what we're proud of you for. No licking squicks me out? Oh, I'm sorry. What is it? What is it? Amber. So good. Such a good little beastie. Look at you go. I am proud of you. Aren't we proud of Amber? We're proud of Amber, aren't we? You wanted to say you're proud of... Say, I'm proud of you, Amber. I'm proud of you, Amber. Huh? No, you're a golden. You'd be more like, I'm so proud of you, dude. I'm so proud of you. Listen, I have dog fur in my face fur. It's happened. He's the best doggo. He really is. Queenie is doubting her beauty. Stacy gets a... Fair enough. To be fair, there is yet to be a doggo I have not met who isn't the prettiest. Cold air's made me a little sniffly. Wow. Really? Appa is a good boy. I try. I mean, that's true. Hikari would like me on my knees, but what will I do when I'm down there, I wonder? We're just going to have a casual night, Sonia. Let's call it... let's call it a nice round number. You know what? Let's see if we can hit 42K. Want to see if we can hit 42K tonight? Do you think 42K is good? Nikki, people do send me growls by sending me the little flame gifts on here. I'm still in trouble from earlier. Well, if I weren't in trouble, then I guess Blue Rose, such a good girl. Andy Panda, 42 is not random. 42 is the answer to everything. Stormy Shenanigans gets a... Kel gets a... as well. Stormy Shenanigans, such a naughty girl. Kel, however... Kel would like me to have some guac. Paige, thank you for the rose. You get a... I guess, yes. Oh my goodness. All right. You turned 42 this year. I have had a couple of play friends who could growl back at me. Stormy. Don't worry. I don't use your 42. Andy, it is a joke reference from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. 42 is the answer to everything in the universe. I shall stop using... Oh, see, SR, Sonia had it. Hikari, thank you for the spiciness. I like to think I bring some of the spice, too. Not wearing socks. Such a good girl. Freckles gets a... Come on. Not going to have you getting sick again because you're rifling through... Hey! .42 is a Fox Mulder's apartment number. That is... I did not know that. Stormy would like me on my knees. Chimkin and mashed potatoes. Sounds nice. Can we have that for a movie night in the library? Kel, thank you for the sweets, darling. On voice restriction, that sucks. Oh, yeah. I'm getting the sense that a lot of people are very much in kind of like a tired space right now. Just, and I get it. It's kind of... I don't know what it is about the middle of March. I think, you know what it is? I think we're all getting kind of like tired of winter. You know what I mean? Nice. Thank you for answering the poll. My pirate queen gets a... Tired is a mood right now. I feel like the winter weather has started to wear on everybody's psyche a little bit. Punching and kicking does rev one up. Well, Joe, I'm not going to make an 8 inches joke, but yeah, that does... Having that much snow sucks. Snow in general sucks. Uh-oh. Pirate Queenie's rallying the troops. She must have seen it's nearly 8 o'clock, so she's like, we gotta put one across the bow. Did the naughty girl not get enough love this week? Did the naughty girl not get enough love this week? Oh, Captain, my Captain. Choco strawberries are delicious. Especially dark chocolate, because the dark chocolate melts in your mouth. And then you have all that sweet pink on the inside. Anyway, what were we talking about? May you have a hearty laugh. No. Oh, that's a good one. Diamond Girl gets an Andy Panda. Andy Panda would like me on my knees. You can't tell me to check my DMs while I'm trying to answer your... You put one across the bow and then you want me to check my DMs at the same time. Andy Panda gets a... Holly, thank you for the rose. Kel. Andy. Naughty Girl. Holly Marie. Diamond Girl. Pirate Queen. Kel. Andy. Because Andy's a naughty girl, and so is my Pirate Queen. Kel's a good girl. My Pirate Queen, however, deserves a... Kizzery, such a clever girl. Kel, thank you for the rose, love. Andy Panda gets a... Pirate Queen, such a naughty girl, but so sweet on the tongue. Andy Panda melts directly in my mouth because she's a naughty girl. And Pirate Queen would like me on my knees. Maid Marian's like, I want to be naughty too. Don't worry, Maid Marian. I think you're naughty as well. Amanda, love you, darling. Andy, Andy would like me on my knees. Donna would like to give me something spicy. On my tongue, preferably. Andy, so very good of you to request a... Pirate Queen. I've always liked licking my lollipops long and hard until they just disintegrate from where. That could have been good. Maybe. I don't know. We'll think about it. Should have gone with sweet and sticky. That would have worked better. Pirate Queen. Such a naughty girl. And Andy Panda gets a... Mirage of Hope. Such a clever girl. Stormy, you should be fooling around in the shower. What you doing out here in the real world? Andy Panda would like me on my knees. And Diamond, so very spicy yet so delicious. Kel wants to see what I can do with a swing. What do you think, Andy? Will it inspire a... Oh, Deborah, thank you for the roses, love. Hikari would like me on my knees. Blue Rose, on my knees as well. So many people to serve while I'm on my knees. Purple Soda Pops wants me to have at that cake. Pirate Queen would like a... Donna, thank you for the rose, love. Oh, 2 roses, very kind. Andy, such a naughty girl. So tasty. Delicious, in fact. On my knees for you, Andy, again. Pirate Queen, such a clever girl. Rallying the troops like this. Andy Panda gets a... And Stacy Licious is a good girl. My princess, in fact. Pirate Queen gets a... As well, and Stacy Licious, such a clever girl. Donna would like to know how I eat a taco without my hands, darling. It's all tongue, in fact. Messy and delicious, Stacy Licious. Diamond Girl, love you too, love. Amanda, thank you for the rose, darling. Mirage of Hope. Something like rabbits. I wonder what. Stacy Licious, so very naughty. Holly Marie, such a good girl. Pirate Queen, so very naughty. So yummy. Paige, such a naughty girl. Pirate Queen, thank you for the hearts, love. Wicked pumpkin pie. Delicious, but I prefer cake. Cal, fireworks, especially when your eyes are closed at the very end. Somebody sent me somebody sent me a sausage. Well, I could take that one way or the other. Power Puffy Girl. Thank you for the rose, love. Diamond Girl. Cake. We're gonna need a larger conference room. Yeah, probably. It was Pie Day yesterday. Pie Day was yesterday. Today is the Ides of March. You have to worry about your friend stabbing you in the back today. Amanda, such a naughty, naughty girl. Check on the cat. Make sure we got that conference room in Tampa. What for, we don't know. Pirate Queenie, such a naughty girl, and Andy Panda would like me on my knees. Pirate Queen gets a... Power Puffy Girl 70. Oh, you like it when I say your name. Imagine what happens when I growl it. Andy Panda gets a... And Paige gets a... as well. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't get pie either yesterday. You think I'll figure out, hey, Megan, how's it going? Today was rough. Oh, I'm sorry. But I'm proud of you for getting through it, too. Hikari gets a... Angry Jack Mama, I am the Kung Fu Panda. You know, fluffy yet very fierce. Pirate Queen gets a... Hey, Lady Millum. How's it going, Katie? Andy Panda gets a... Because Andy Panda is a naughty, naughty girl. What do you call 3.14% of sailors? What do you call 3.14% of sailors? Thank you for the roses, love. Pirate Queen, such a naughty girl. Diamond Girl, so very naughty indeed. Pirates. Went scissor happy on my hair, LOL. How are you doing this evening, Daddy Bear? I'm doing all right, you know? I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit sleepy, but it'll be all right. Today was very frustrating, but you know what? We're going to have a chill out at 8 o'clock. We're going to do our readings. At 8:30, we're going to have a chill out session so long as we hit that magic 42,000 like number tonight. And then we're going to have a grand old time that's going to set us up for the rest of our week, right? Right. Pirate Queen gets a... Stormy's back. Stormy was gone. Stormy was here. Stormy was gone. Stormy's back. Pirate Queen, such a naughty girl, and Andy would like me on my knees as I... Andy also thinks she's naughty, and I tend to agree. Dog goes in and out the window. I'm telling you, man. Pirate Queen gets a... No, I'm not switching my audio device to my phone. To my phone. Pirate Queen, such a naughty girl. Mirage of Hope is naughty as well. It's midnight in England. Midnight. It's midnight under the cover of darkness. I just crunched my nose putting it in here. And now I'm fucking up the classics. Oh no, I was told that I got DMs. Mirage of Hope, such a naughty girl. Wicca, thank you for the cat paws. Lovely. Meow. Donna gets a... There is our content for the evening. In 4 minutes, we will be doing our ratings of the evening. Purple Soda Pops. Loves giving me tasty spices. Pirate Queen gets a... Appa's been pretty good. He's been a little bit of a butthead. He's on a diet, Katie, because he is too heavy and it's starting to affect his hips. So, you know, he's a little mad at me because I switched his food out, but we're doing okay. Well, Moody Michelle, here's what's going on. At 8 o'clock, I do the Werewolf Wednesday readings for the Ides of March. For anybody who doesn't know, I have a Patreon and I have a Quinn. If you're a member of the Patreon, you are a member of the Discord by default. You get to ask me to read pieces of poetry and other things on Werewolf Wednesdays for a half hour. That is what we're doing at 8 o'clock. And then at 8:30, we're going to do a nice, lovely little meditation session together. And then at 9, we will be done for the evening. No, Stormy. Oh, you such a punk. Such a punk. Seriously? Amanda, thank you for the Choco strawberries. Angry Jack Mama gave me pumpkin pie. Yum, yum, yum. Blue Rose gave me corgi butt. Andy Panda would like to get on her knees for me. How very generous. Pirate Queenie has a money gun that she's pointing at me, and she's expecting me to strip. Darling, it's too cold. Wait for the warmer months. Andy Panda gets a... And because Andy Panda is a naughty girl. Moody Michelle also gets a... Moonchild 85, thank you for the hearts, darling. Angry Jack Mama gets a... And Pirate Queen gets a... As well, Pirate Queen, such a naughty girl. No, I'm not playing coy. Slightly foxed. Such a clever girl. Thank you for the confetti. Slightly foxed. Such a clever girl. Andy Panda gets a... Oh, Andy Panda gets a... Twice. And Kizari, such a clever girl. Grinder? Green Dragon Lady. The shortening of that is not helpful. But it's not your fault. Gets a... And Kiz is such a good girl. Donna, such a clever girl. And Kel gets a... Kiss, kiss, darling. Hikari loves giving me spices, and I love taking them from her. Pirate Queenie. Andy gets her. Andy's such a naughty girl, and Mirage of Hope gets her as well. Andy, Amanda Cola, thank you for the rose, love. Pirate Queenie gets a... Akuma, how's it going, darling? Pirate Queen, such a naughty girl. Andy gets a... as well. Oh, my Lanta. Cheers. I am so very sorry if I am scandalizing you, darling. Stacy Licious, such a naughty girl. Moody Michelle, thank you for the chocolate covered strawberries. I do so love the pink. Stacy Licious, such a naughty girl. Moody Michelle, thank you for the chocolate covered strawberries. I do so love the pink centers. Andy Panda, such a naughty girl. And Green Dragon Lady is a good girl, as is Stacy Licious. 4 times over. Green Dragon Lady gets a... And apparently I needed flowers. Stacy Licious gets a... Oh, you 3-year-old is trying to growl? That is precious. Andy gets a... Because Andy is a naughty girl. 8 p.m., let's go! All right, ladies and gentlemen, he, she's, theys, and gays. Welcome to Werewolf Wednesday for the Ides of March. Our poetry slam of the evening. Sponsored by the lovely folks at Nick the Forge Bear Industries. Nick the Forge Bear Industries. If your lingerie is not getting ruined, is it really Nick the Forge Bear? I don't think so. Anyway. Jess the Hot Mess. Such a very good girl. Kaleidoscope Quixote hits me up with a swirly heart, a unicorn, some fire, and a dragon. I should show you. It's right. It's like, it's, see? I'm not making it up. It's right there. You can see it. See? All right. That's a read during Werewolf Wednesday TikTok that's coming for the Ides of March. Princess gets us off with The Victim of Love by Partha Bahatha. Wait. Oh my goodness, this is very small print. Darlings, this is some small print. Green Dragon Lady, on your knees for me. Storm is not just an employee of Nick the Forge Bear Industries, she's also a client. Anyway. The Victim of Love. Time will eventually fly. People will inevitably die. Memories will be forgotten, and so will be I. But I will promise, my dear, that I'll never make her cry. 1,000,000 words won't make her love me. I know because I've tried. 1,000,000 tears won't make her miss me. I know because I've cried. My crying soul she did not see, and my eternal feelings she did not understand. But I still hope that she'll come back to me. I still hope that she will come back and hold my hand. Maybe someday she'd realize that my love for her is true. Maybe someday she'd realize that her heart loved me too. Her beauty lies in her splendid smile. Her beauty lies in her ecstatic eyes. And to catch a glimpse of her beautiful face, my loving soul daily dies. True love gives golden memories no one can ever steal. Lost love leaves you with heart-deep wounds no one can ever heal. From the cunning trap in her beauty's labyrinth, my loving, fragile heart would never be freed. Because it's not her mesmerizing kisses that I yearn for, but it's her charming whisper that my ears need. From the dirty river of lust, I stay away, and in the refreshing air of true love I breathe, because it's not her flawless body that I yearn for, but it's a glimpse of her beautiful face that I need. The influx of nostalgia for the time I spent with her who would rupture my veins and make my heart bleed. Because it's not her romantic aura that I yearn for, but it's a single drop of her eternal love I need. Please read in Professor's voice and try not to laugh. Ahem. Good news, everyone. Professor Forge Bear. I know. You're really mad, but I can explain. See, I was reading about Galileo, a guy who made all these great discoveries and did cool experiments. And the book said that he dropped a heavy object and a light object out of a window to show that they'd land at the same time because gravity is constant. But I thought, no way! Heavy things fall fast and light things fall slow. We know this from Saturday morning cartoons, right? So I decided to experiment myself. I found a cement block in the garage and I got a tomato from the fridge and I took them up to the attic and opened the window and rested them on the sill, and it really looked like there was going to be plenty of room for them to fall between the house and the car. I mean, like, who knew? So then I pushed them out of the window together, but I must have pushed the tiniest bit too hard because the block went out a little farther than I expected, and it kind of landed on the car. But you know what? The tomato got there at the exact same time, which proves that Galileo was right. Boy, did I ever learn a lesson. And that's the important thing, isn't it? I mean, even if you know something for a fact that, like, heavy stuff falls faster than light stuff, it's best to check it with a carefully planned scientific experiment. Oh, yeah, and I also learned my opinion. The experiment was totally worth doing. There was just a slight mix-up. One tiny detail that went wrong, so even though the car has a concrete block sticking out of the roof, technically, it's not my fault. Oh my goodness. That one was a good one. Just for Now. By, oh my god, the print is so small, guys. Diana Fox. Just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you and the infinite expanse of sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are. So fully alive that when you open your eyes, the world looks different, newly born and vibrant. Just for now. Between Us by Ruby Doll. Whether you find the right person or not. Oh, no, hold on. That doesn't feel right now, does it? No, it doesn't jam. It doesn't groove. So let's try that again. Between Us by Ruby Doll. Whether you find the right person or not, you can still be the right person for yourself. Sonia, how did we do this? Between the video that I posted today and this, how did we do this? Hola, mami. Thank you. Whether you... trying it again. Swing 3. Let's go. Between Us by Ruby Doll. Whether you find the right person or not, you can still be the right person for yourself. You can give yourself the love, care, and effort that you expect from the right person. You can pick yourself up whenever you stumble and fall. You can hold your own hand as you face the next challenge in your life. You can spill love into your own heart. You can be there for yourself in every way that is the right. You can be there for yourself in every way that the right person can. The truth is, we have to be our own lovers. We have to be our own everything before we can let someone else in. You believe me? You better believe me. You know why? Because you're worth it. I love you. So shut the hell up and get the fuck out of here. Tell your mother I said hi. Stay by N.R. Hart. She, car, she was a shy girl, a vulnerable girl locked inside her own little world. She loved deeply, though, and if she loved you, you would know. Seriously? You're making me take it from the top, and I can't work in these conditions. She was a shy girl, a vulnerable girl locked inside her own little world. She loved deeply, though, and if she loved you, you would know. Yes, she didn't show her heart to many. She never wanted you to go away, but it was her eyes, always her eyes, begging you to stay. In My Sky at Twilight by Pablo Neruda. Always a favorite, Stormy. Pardon me, darlings, I have to answer a brief message. Yes, indeed, you may. There we are. In My Sky at Twilight by Pablo Neruda. Fired up. In my sky at twilight, you are like a cloud, and your form and color are the way I love them. You are mine, woman with sweet lips, and in your life my infinite dreams live. The lamp of my soul dyes your feet. The sour wine is sweeter on your lips. Oh, reaper of my evening song, how solitary dreams believe you to be mine. You are mine. Mine. I go shouting it to the afternoon's wind, and the wind hauls on my widowed voice. Huntress of the depths of my eyes, you plunder stills your nocturnal regard as though it were water. You are taken in the net of my music. My love and my nets of music are wide as the sky. My soul is born on the shore of your Really? Damn it. In my sky at twilight, you are like a cloud, and your form and color are the way I love them. You are mine, woman with sweet lips, and in your life my infinite dreams live. The lamp of my soul dyes your feet. The sour wine is sweeter on your lips. O reaper of my evening song, how solitary dreams believe you to be mine. You are mine, mine. I go shouting it to the afternoon's wind, and the wind halts on my widowed voice. Huntress of the depths of my eyes, your plunder stills your nocturnal regard as though it were water. You are taken in the net of my music, my love, and my nets of music are wide as the sky. My soul is born on the shore of your eyes of morning. In your eyes of morning, the land of dreams begin. I Was Never Broken, Volume 3, by Moon Soul Child. Self-love is shedding my old layers to make room for who you are becoming. It is a homecoming to the healthiest version of you. Life is Fine, by Langston Hughes. I went down to the river. I sat down on the bank. I tried to think but couldn't, so I jumped in and sank. I came up once and hollered. I came up twice and cried. If that water hadn't a been so cold, I might have sunk and died. But it was cold in that water. It was cold. I took the elevator 16 floors above the ground. I thought about my baby, and I thought I would jump down. I stood there and hollered. I stood there and cried. If it hadn't have been so high, I might have jumped and died. But it was high up there. It was high. So since I'm still here living, I guess I will live on. I could have died for love, but for living I was born. Though you may hear me holler, and you may see me cry, I'll be dogged, sweet baby, if you're gonna see me die. Life is fine, fine as wine. Life is fine. Defeat, by Khalil Gibran. In Paladin voice, please. Defeat. Defeat. My defeat, my solitude, and my aloofness. You are dearer to me than 1,000 triumphs, and sweeter to my heart than all world glory. Defeat, my self-knowledge, and my defiance. Through you I know that I am yet young and swift of foot, and not to be trapped by withering laurels. And in you I have found aloneness, and the joy of being shunned and scorned. Defeat, my shining sword and shield. In your eyes I have read that to be enthroned is to be enslaved, and to be understood is to be leveled down, and to be grasped is but to reach one's fullness, and like ripe fruit to fall and be consumed. Defeat, my bold companion, you shall hear my songs and cries and silences, and none but you shall speak to me of the beating of wings and the urging of seas and of mountains that burn in the night, and you alone shall climb my steep and rocky soul. Defeat, my defeat. My deathless courage, you and I shall laugh together with the storm, and together we shall dig graves for all that die in us. And we shall stand in the sun with a will, and we shall be dangerous. I Dream of Never by Zendashi Laura Leah Brown. I apologize. Gosh darn it. Sorry, I got a sneeze that's deciding whether or not it's going to actually pop off. It's like, you know, that one that just does, it's lingering. It's like, I'll get out of there eventually. I Dream of Never by Zendashi Laura Brown. Laura Leah. Oh my God. Why? Okay, old man eyes right now. Zendashi Laura Leah Brown. It's the name pronunciation thing. My brain. I dream of never being called resilient again in my life. I'm exhausted by strength. I want support. I want softness. I want ease. I want to be amongst kin, not patted on the back for how well I take a hit, or for how many. It's beautiful. Forgotten Friend by Dr. Kiz MT. I am the forgotten friend. You know the one. The who walks behind when the path becomes less wide. The one forgotten when plans are made but added on a whim. The one who makes effort, but effort has no effect. The one who takes the time to be there, but for whom no one returns the same. The one who would give their shirt, their cash, their heart, and expecting nothing back, but gets taken advantage of, then discarded like trash. I am the forgotten friend. The Ocean and Its Wonders by R.M. Ballantyne. There is a voice in the waters of the great sea. It calls to men continually. Sometimes it thunders in the tempest, when the waves leap high and strong and the wild winds shriek and roar as if to force our attention. Sometimes it whispers in the calm and comes rippling on the shingly beach in a still small voice, as if to solicit our regard. But whether that voice of ocean comes in crashing billows or in gentle murmurs, it has but one tale to tell. It speaks of the love and power and majesty of him who rides upon the storm and rules the waves. Self-Esteem by Chaz. He starts at my toes, bare skin with chipped polished soles that could really use some attention. Legs coated in that light fur I've been meaning to shave, large palms cupping my hips as though they might break, examining the changes the years have wrought. Gentle fingers flickering up my spine, taking in the miles of skin wrapping my form, but not judging, not disgusted or repulsed, admiring, studying, enjoying, caressing the folds, the scars, and the stretch marks. Those hands don't falter. They take in the good and the bad. tracing the ink of my skin and transforming faded patterns into beautiful artworks of bursting color, paying attention to the curves of my breasts and my elbows, as if they were equal in his eyes, stroking my shoulders and feeling the weight they carry. A single finger tilts my chin to meet his gaze as he traces the shape of my face, my lips, my nose, my cheeks. My pulse quickens and my pupils dilate. Worried I am not enough. Never enough. And the judgment comes in 3 simple words, 3 words that will echo through my skull until the breath is taken from my chest. You are beautiful. Variations on the Word Love by Margaret Atwood. There is a word we used to plug holes with. It's the right size for those warm blanks in speech, for those red, heart-shaped I almost said vacations. There is a word we used to plug holes with. It's the right size for those warm blanks in speech, for those red heart-shaped vacancies on the page that look nothing like real hearts. Add lace and you can sell it. We insert it also in the one empty space on the printed form that comes with no instructions. There are whole magazines with not much in them but the word love. You can rub it all over your body and you can cook with it too. How do we know it isn't what goes on the cool debaucheries of slugs under damp pieces of cardboard? As for the weed seedlings nosing their tough snouts about among the lettuces, they shouted, "Love, love!" Sing the soldiers, raising their glittering knives in salute. Then there's the 2 of us. This word is far too short for us. It has only 4 letters, too sparse to fill those deep bare vacuums between the stars that press on us with their deafness. It's not love we don't wish to fall into, but that fear. This word is not enough, but it will have to do. It's a single vowel in this metallic silence, a mouth that says, oh, again and again in wonder and pain, a breath, a finger grip on a cliffside. You can hold on or let go. The Ides of March. The Ides of March. The Ides of March. By the way, Allison, I have been told that I need to do the 3 Shakespeare soliloquies again and post them on the site because those were some of my best work, and I tend to agree. Amanda, I know. I can recognize that. I missed a post. I missed a post? What post did I miss? Which post did I miss? Which post did I miss? No, I read all of these. It was a short one. I didn't miss anything. You missed Lauren's Werewolf Wednesday post between Kiz and Chaz. Hold on. No, Lauren posted The Ocean and Its Wonders by R.M. Ballantyne. Yeah, I thought I read that. I could read it again. It's fine. I've got a little bit of time. We can do it again if you guys want me to. Oh, that's weird. The Oceans and Its Wonders by R.M. Ballantyne. There is a voice in the waters of the great sea. It calls to man continually. Sometimes it thunders in the tempest, when the waves leap high and strong, and the wild winds shriek and roar. Arr. As if to force our attention. Sometimes it whispers in the calm, and comes rippling on the shingly beach in a still, small voice, as if to solicit our regard. But whether the voice of the ocean comes in crashing billows or gentle murmurs, 'tis has but one tale to tell. It speaks of the love and power and majesty of him who rides upon the storm and rules the waves, says I. See? And what have we learned, guys? Different voice, different piece altogether. For example, I could do this with a German accent, but in commemoration of the Ides of March, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you that Caesar was ambitious. If it was so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honourable man, so are they all honourable men, come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honourable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When the poor hath cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. You did all see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honourable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I did know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. Y'all still with me? See, now I could do that. I could do that in a southern accent. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. But I don't feel like it would have the same. It would have the same weight to it. So. I do love that one so very much, and it always gets me. It always gets me. It always gets me every single damn time. But we close the laptop for tonight, and we do this, make a little adjustment, and we sit Oh yeah, I should do. Oh, Butterfly Babe, make sure you include the Cyrano for next week. Oh, I haven't done that in a while. The Pirates are parlaying. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Yeah, Kel. That is a good one. But you know what? Now is our time. Now is our time. Now is you and me and stars and twilight and the wind and the earth and the powers that be and the powers that no longer are and the powers that have yet to be realized. This is a magic moment right here, right now. All quiet and serene with a little bit of wind to remind you that the earth still spins and time's still moving. But here we are, just you and I. You and I. Think about all the possibilities that lie just there, just in the middle, just in the center, to the left of us. You and I, and what might come next. Because outside of this dark, there comes more light. There always will. And so you and I are going to go into that light and see every little possibility that might play itself out. And it could be crazy, and it could be good, and it could be terrible. It could be pain, it could be heartache, could be libation, could be raised up on the shoulders of great men and lauded by crowds. Don't know. Can't tell you. But I do know this. One way or the other, good, bad, indifferent, you and I, we're going to get through it. We're going to get through the next one, and the one after that, and the one after that. And all of these little moments, these adventures, these tragedies, these glories, these falls, these stumbles, these awkward moments where you just need to hide in a sweater, or those glories so great that you wonder if a musical number is going to happen right afterwards, and you'll know every single step to it. We're going to go out there, you and I, and we're going to face it. We're going to handle it, and it's going to be glorious, and it's going to be grotesque, and it's going to be funny, and it's going to make us cry. It's going to make us laugh, and it's going to make us tear our hairs out, and it's going to make us lust with a depth, with an ache, with a ringing bell-like clatter so set in our guts that it makes our thighs squeeze together just a little bit. And we're going to handle all of it, you and I. So, take a breath with me, and then take another. Raise a glass. Celebrate with me, or mourn. Dream with me. Hide away from the nightmares with me. Do all of this, you and I, and share all of it, because we are here and now. We are possibility, and we are such random percentages. We are mathematically impossible. We face oddity and necessity, absurdity and drama. We live in an era of reality television and scoff and laugh at it, because most of the reality that we see right in front of our two left feet has a tendency to be crazier than anything we've ever seen on entertainment television. Because that's life. That's what we face. the impossibility, a giant looming question mark that we're either going to tap dance on the surface of or fall off the edge of into the nothing. But the good news is, whether or not you make it through without stumbling, or you end up on your ass ripping your very favorite pair of jeans or leggings, at the end of the day, we can sit down and talk about it. You and I. You and I. Oh, the worlds we will see, the things we will think, the adventures we'll have, the Legos that we will lose, the jars we can't open, and the food that just makes us want to make out with someone. Making out with someone that is far more decadent than anything we've ever eaten before. The people who will just make us cringe and go, really? All of it. Give me all of it. Let me see it. Let me live it. Let me experience it. Let me just find every inch of it. And let me tell you the tales of it so that you and I can revel. We can remember. We can make anything into a funny story. We can belly laugh until we fall backwards and cry a little. Let's cry together, you and I, and make the venom of it a little less deadly until we can find something to laugh about once more. You and I don't have the keys to the kingdom. You and I don't get the red carpet rolled out. But you and I think, have gotten pretty good at picking the lock, creating a distraction, digging a tunnel underneath, or blowing it up accidentally. I didn't mean to press the button, boss. Well, castle's on fire, so I'm assuming somebody did. You and I. Gonna make the best of a bad situation. Gonna make bad out of the best situations. So, let me ask you. Between you and I, think you can do it with me? You think you can handle it? You think you can walk into the big fancy ballroom in a gown you just got your hands on, or a suit that doesn't quite fit just right, and still find your way through? Think we can manage to pull it off? One more heist, one more slick escape, one more raucous and rowdy adventure, which we definitely should not have gotten out of, and yet here we are. I feel like we got this. I feel like we can get anything. You know how we're going to do it? You and I. I got matches, keys, and duct tape. Phoenix, what are you planning? Make sure you got a safe word. Oh, Joe, come on, you. To one more incredible score, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. We can be rowdy. You're right. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a heist. Let's go steal the rest of our lives, shall we? A little bit of jazz, a little bit of magic, a lot of insanity, and moments that just make us go, whoo, damn, how do we pull that off? Always metal. We've got it built in at this point. Why, thank you. Love you too, Slightly Foxed. Faith, trust, and pixie dust, that is true. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'm telling you, this sneeze will not make up its mind. That is true. That is correct, Phoenix. We are. And if anybody asks what we were up to, we were playing Throw Burrito the entire time. And we've all got each other's backs. Second start of the ride. Straight on till morning. Enough slogans so that we can scream out at least one thing during every single little heist. It'll be delightful. We're going to have a different catchphrase every single time. Stacy Licious has this. Oh, Stacy Licious has got it. Have a lovely evening, Invictus Brat. May the force be with you. And also with you. In nomine Padme. Green Dragon Lady gets one last before the end of the night. And Hikari gets a as well. He went howl. Yes, I did go howl, Andy, because the dog. You keep forgetting the basic rules of this. I could get in very big trouble. I have had the fire marshal called on me before, actually in the last week. So I like to avoid it if at all possible. Mirage of Hope, give me Lucy La Llama. We've got 13 minutes left, guys. So if you want any call-outs, now would be the time. Kizari would like to be called a good girl. Paige, thank you for the rose, darling. Noel gets a and Blue Rose gets a as well. Stacy Licious, such a good girl. Princess, so good. Paige, yes, Sonia, in the last week. That's a whole different anecdote altogether. I will, yeah, and they came out today to do an inspection. It was a ton of fun. Oh, Paige, thank you for the rose. Pirate Queen gets a, and Paige gets a, as well. Amanda gets a, and Amanda, thank you for the rose. My Pirate Queen gets a. It's an MMCT question. It's not a Thirsty Thursday. No. It's more of an annoyance conversation. That was okay. Slightly Fox, such a clever girl. Uh-oh. Paige, such a good girl. Mirage of Hope, thank you for the hearts, darling. Andy Panda gets a... Andy, such a naughty girl, but you melt in my mouth so delightfully, and I love your flavor. Purple soda pops, so very spicy and yet so undeniable. Hikari, thank you for the rose, you good girl who deserves a right in the ear. Or against the flash. I'll decide later. Noel, dang, such a naughty girl. naughty girl who gets a... Say the name of the Queen of Marauder's Bay. My heart goes to Queen Sika of Marauder's Bay, daughter of Lilith, slayer of the seas, the Crimson Queen of the world that was. Ooh, you're gonna need bubbles, huh, Amanda? Bubbles. And a very good shower massager. My pirate queen's such a naughty, naughty girl. Green Dragon Lady, a naughty girl as well. Stacy Licious, my very good princess. Stacy Licious, such a good girl. Stacy, do you like it when I call you princess? Good girl? Huh? Butterfly baby, I do have a tendency to purr, especially when happy. Kel, such a naughty girl. Pirate queen. Purr again, that was cute. I'm not cute. Donna, such a good girl. And Andy gets a... Well, Green Dragon Lady is a good girl as well, and Andy Panda's such a naughty one. Green Dragon Lady gets a... as well. Green Dragon Lady's such a naughty, naughty thing. Straight to your soul and other places. My, I can only imagine. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, thanks for the compliment about the beard. I work out. Princess, such a good girl. Such a good girl. Kel, thank you for the balloon. Pirate Queenie, such a naughty one. Kel, lick you up like a lollipop. Delightful. Pirate Queen gets a... And Stacy Licious, oh, my princess, such a good girl. Oh, I accept, Andy. I'll find some way to deal with it. I'll find some way to carry on. Andy Panda, such a naughty girl who gets up. Amanda, such a naughty girl, licked up like a lollipop. Green Dragon Lady, finger hearts. I do so like fingers, more often than not, dipped in honey and in my mouth. Green Dragon Lady, pumpkin pie, delightful. Check VIB for update on me with the DFIP. Hikari, such a naughty girl. Sir, I just joined your Patreon, and I've been in rabbit hole for the past few days. You doing okay? KMVR? I am not accepting receipts for lingerie replacements. I'm sorry. I can't afford it. Oh, Pirate Queenie. Interesting. My son just said, Mom, your growls have gotten deeper, butterfly baby. Hold up the phone. Child, it's time for bed. That'd be funny. But you've ripped all my good stockings. Listen, I don't replace those either. Please send that ad copy. I would be broke. That is true, Andy. Yes, I know. I cut the belt, and I cut the Lululemon pants, and I cut this, and I cut that. Yes, I get it. I'm a clothing damager. What can I tell you? Hikari, thank you for the spice. I do like it so very nice. Princess, such a good girl. Hikari, such a good girl. No contacts. I just took them off because I was getting close and intimate for the ending of the evening. Wait a second, I lost something. Andy wants ASMR time. Stacy Licious. Ooh, my princess, such a good girl. Andy Panda gets a... I do sing on occasion. That is true. Told him I was a growling drainer. I love that. No, Stormy, you don't know Lululemon, but you remember two Doms, Toy Story? After the fact, you remember how I said I'd replace the pants? Yeah, I found out they were Lululemons. Not good. Pirate Queenie, such a naughty girl. Thank you for the hearts, Pirate Queenie. Blue Rose, such a naughty girl. My workout leggings are from Riri. Oh, solid choice. Pirate Queenie, such a naughty girl. Ambo Davis, lightning from the heavens. Quiet, hello, Paige, good girl. Kel gets a... Paige, thank you for the rose, love, green dragon lady. Thank you for the... Wants to see me eat tacos. I do love tacos so very much. Andy Panda would like me on my knees. And Paige thinks I'm a good girl. Maybe that was too playful. Paige is such a good girl. Andy gets a... And Tara gets a... As well. Tara! My quixotic... Andy Panda, such a naughty girl. Mirage, such a good one. I'm not wearing pants. Well, thank you for the heads up. Stacy, my princess, such a good girl. Nick's a good boy. He just said it. I am a good boy. I'm the bestest of boys. Stacy Licious. Oh, my princess. Oh, so very good. Yeah, pants are kind of, they're just extra. They're just extra. Oh, Pirate Queenie would like to see what I can do with a swing. Andy Panda gets a pat, pat, pat. And a Hikari would like me to lick it up to see if I can get to the center. My pirate queen, such a naughty girl. Hikari, thank you for the cake. I stopped myself in the middle of saying extemporaneous, yeah. It was a little bit extra, and I don't know why my brain kicked up the word extemporaneous in that moment. Paige, such a good girl. What's at the center of the lollipop? Tara would like me to get on my knees for her royal highness. Like me to get on my knees for her royal highness. Andy Panda, such a naughty girl. Voluminous? Why are we kicking around words like this right now? It is too late for me to be putting out the big vocab. Andy gets a... Less than 20 days till Orlando. What's happening in Orlando? Dead Man's Dolly. Such a clever girl. My pirate queen. On your knees. I read one book and wanted to die. Yeah, I could see how that would happen. Why did it freeze when you did my crown? I don't know. Tara, on your knees. Or on my knees. Or on our knees. In turns. That'd be lovely. I'm throwing dice at your head, Norland. Well, you'll have to say that for next time. Kel, thank you for the spices. I keep touching things. What can I say? I like to touch things. I like to lick things. But that is not now. For now, we are done. Now we have come to an end. The evening has concluded. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here this evening. My princess, such a good girl. One last time. I would like to thoroughly take this opportunity to appreciate you for giving me the gifts that you have and hitting that like button as many times as you had and dealing with the little poll that I put out about Patreon and Quinn. Because on Quinn, I'm Nick Grizz, N-I-K, G-R-I-Z-Z. And on Patreon, I'm patreon.com/Nick the Forge Bear. And I'm out there. And if you can't find either of those, go straight for nicktheforgebear.com. As always, I have to remind you, we should be having some new merch coming out soon. But for now, we have come to the end of our evening. All of my love, all of my hugs, all of my kisses. The bear hug. The forehead kiss. The headbutt. Have a beautiful evening. Have a lovely night. Have the sweetest of dreams, the deepest of sleep. Have a glorious beginning to your morning. May your caffeinated beverage of choice be absolutely delightful in the AM. May every moment from here until our next Werewolf Wednesday be an absolute delight. And as always, have fun storming the castle.